Dr. Kamichima, my first question obviously is to you that what do you think about what happened with India at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization? Has the world finally started seeing and acting through India's lies and falsehoods?
Well, thank you very much. I think the important point here to understand is that the Shanghai Cooperation Organization has a shared challenge which all the nations in the SCO are addressing, and that is terrorism, extremism, and militancy. And Pakistan, as per the reports, you understand more than 2,500 people lost their lives in Pakistan. So Pakistan is a genuine victim of fighting terrorism, to whom the American CENTCOM chief said that Pakistan has lost hundreds of soldiers, thousands of civilians, and Pakistan is America's phenomenal partner in countering terrorism. So the world does understand that we think terrorism. So when India comes up in the game and they try to make it that they are fighting terrorism in Kashmir, but that's not fighting terrorism. They have subjugated the people of Kashmir. They target them, they eliminate them, they go for extrajudicial killing, and that's what the Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh brought at the SCO forum, and the SCO basically rejected that you cannot bring these bilateral things in SCO. SCO talks about multilateral challenges. SCO talks about those areas, those challenges which are the shared challenges. So you cannot pinpoint particular events. So India basically wanted to deliberately sabotage the entire SCO conference. If you remember, when the SCO when the SCO condemned the Israeli attack on Iran, India was the only country which didn't support that idea. So India was not part of SCO condemnation for the Israeli attack on Iran. So India has always boycotted anything which is shared. So India always want to bring something which is its own personal. So the SCO didn't let the India to come up with this idea that you can talk about Pahalgam, you can talk about terrorism in general, because countries like Pakistan is also being affected. For example, if you remember the famous train hijacking incident, if Pakistan can bring with the Indian agents were involved in that. So I think India must understand that SCO is not for India only. It's a platform that talks about the shared challenges which all these nations are facing.
You're absolutely correct. And when you see SCOs, the purpose of SCO is actually to further increase regional cooperation, whether it's about trade or whether it's about security. So if you see India's attitude through the years, especially after Narendra Modi has actually taken over the government, India has actually started coming across as a threat to regional stability as well as regional cooperation. And if you focus on the Chinese defense minister's remarks the other day at the SCO conference only, where he actually called out for countries who actually become a bully and they actually start violating the sovereignty of other countries. What do you think that China, being such a major partner in SCO, what does this underscore the Chinese minister's remarks that talk about nations who bully other countries as well as who violate the sovereignty of other countries?
Well, I think when the Chinese are talking, basically they are giving a reference that how India is bullying its neighboring countries. Although India has a neighborhood first policy, but when it comes to organizations like SARC, India deliberately dismantled the entire organization so that it can have a monopoly over the region. So wherever it believes that Pakistan has a principal policy that we will not let India to be the policeman of the region one. Only we want the restoration of SARC, which the Bangladesh and many other countries want. But India is the only country which is an irritant, and it doesn't let that such organizations to perform where there should be multilateralism within South Asia. India talks of multilateralism in Asia while engaging with China, but when it comes to multilateralism within South Asia, India won't be part of that. So the Chinese government time and again saying that this bullying of India for its smaller neighbors must not be acceptable. So that's why, and one more thing you must understand, the Indians are part of the SCO because India is a part of Asia and India is a neighbor of China. India is closer with the Russia. But remember, in the West, SCO is seen as a forum which is anti-West. So India wants to give a message to the Western world that, look, we are part of the SCO, but we don't let SCO, we don't let China, Russia, and other countries dominate the agenda. We are the one who basically try to balance things in SCO. So we are basically a balancer in SCO. We are not the one who are part of an anti-West. We want to change the behavior of Chinese and Russians. So India has been doing this for long, but remember, SCO has bigger agenda, and with every passing day, India is getting isolated within these such kind of platforms, because neither it can take a clear diplomatic stance, neither it can take a clear political stance. India wants to enjoy all the bilateral incentives from China and Russia, but it doesn't want to work in a multilateral forum where all nations can take incentives from each other.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।